Greetings, warriors! My name's Pretty, and time for the second Resplendent of this month. Woohoo! So yeah, it's time for another Resplendent review. Are you excited? Because I am. I have a lot of thoughts about this one, as I usually do. So, if you haven't watched previous Resplendent reviews, what I like to do is talk about the character design and how well it fits into the new world, the aesthetic, pretty much. 2, I like to talk about the personality of the character and how well it fits a general theme that's going on with the realm. And 3, we'll finish off with my thoughts. So, let's just dive in to Resplendent Serra! So, next to me is going to be my little guide that I've made for the design aesthetic for Niffle. Now, I want to start prefacing things by saying this is not going to be 100% correct. Things are going to be different depending on classes and etc. But I want to try to stick as much to the guidelines as I possibly can. So, Niffle's design aesthetic, and let's get that out of the way and bring in Serra. So when I woke up this morning, it was probably the middle of the night for me, and I looked at this and I was like, oh, hey, this is a nice Asker design. And then I looked more and it was like, oh, it's Niffle? And my brain kind of hurt because I was exhausted. But my goodness, this is beautiful. First thing I have to point out, the color. The color of her teal. Chef's kiss, chef's kiss. It's just like the perfect shade. I love the light blue of her scarf. That is like the perfect Niffle shade in my mind. Not the deep teal that the Niffle tree or Niffle quad has going on, but this nice icy blue. You can still keep the tones of green in it, but oh, it's chef's kiss all around. It's beautiful. She has a lot of the design aesthetics that fit with Niffle, which is awesome. She has a flower similar to Fjorm, his new, ascendant form, and Gunthra. So that's cool. She doesn't really have any big pieces of metal, obviously, because she's a healer, and healers don't really wear too much armor. But that's fine. I see her outfit more similar to like Gunthra or Yulger, which is totally cool. She has somewhat of a long cape with her long scarf. It kind of evokes the same feeling. I love that it ends in the snowflake lace and gets lighter as it gets to the end. Oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful. She has the white feathers at her shoulders, kind of to evoke the feeling of having the big shoulder pieces, which I really, really like. And oh man, her sleeves are beautiful. They're like Yulger sleeves, but better. They're so big and they look so fuzzy and warm. It really feels like it would keep you warm in a cold climate, which I like. There's so much going right with her design. She's got the lace, she's got the diamonds. I mean, I know that they're not white in this, they're teal to match the cutout of the dress. Her dress sort of symbolizes a tunic with how it's cut, and it's just, I think whoever was in charge of this did a fantastic job. She definitely fits into what you would see as a Niffle aesthetic. Especially with that color. I love the blue of her scarf. Why can't all of them be that color? For hitting the design on the head, she gets a 10 out of 10 for me. Like, man, it's just so pretty. It works so great. Now, let's get into her personality, shall we? So, I will be reading her personality section from the Fire Emblem wiki. If you don't want any spoilers or anything about her, skip to this timestamp below, and you'll skip it and you'll hear my thoughts at the end. So let's dive on in, shall we? Due to her misfortunes as a child, Serra develops a high-maintenance, egotistical, and somewhat cowardly personality, one coupled with a talkative inclination. In the story and most of her support conversations, her unrestrained behavior is the main irritation for most of the characters. But for some of the characters, like Matthew, she eventually reveals her vulnerable side, where she drops her princess-like facade to reveal a fragile physique, pointing towards the fact that her personality is just a way for her to get attention, something that she longed for but never got as a child. So yeah, that's the gist of Serra. I've been trying to figure out what exactly the theming behind a Niffle is, and it's hard because a lot of the characters are kind of just like, you're here because blue? And it's... people in my Discord couldn't even really get a solid answer on what the theming behind Niffle is. And personally, I think what it could be is a combination of either being a shy personality, having a fragile mindset, and kind of just being a lot more reserved and cool kind of thing. Or it could also be that they're all important to their stories, which is a thing, and it could also be that they were kind of forced into circumstances that they didn't want to be in. That's kind of the general vibe I'm getting from Niffle. If you have any theories, please let me know down below, because I would love to create just like a little cheat sheet of the themings of each of the realms, so people can be like, ooh, this one could fit here, this one could fit here, and, you know, theory craft better. But that's the general idea I've got going on. So with that in mind, I think Serra fits, because she, you know, due to her personality, she puts up a strong front, but also is just fragile on the inside. And I think that fits with the sort ofness of what I got for Niffle. So I'm gonna give her a nice 8 out of 10, because I don't really think she's that important to the main line of the story. I haven't played the game, so I apologize. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, 8 out of 10. And finally, my thoughts. Easily one of my favorite Niffle Resplendents. It's just so simple and so beautiful, and I love that they lightened the teal. It makes my heart sing, because it's not that awful bright, deep teal anymore. It's a nice, soft, icy, tealish blue, and it's beautiful. I applaud whoever did the art for the Serra, because they made my dreams come true for having like a nice, cool, good teal. I don't have a Serra built up, and I might need to build up a Serra for this. Like, not gonna lie. And her staff looks so pretty, and everything about it is so nice. I love the artwork. I love the special effects on her attack. It's great. I think it's one of my favorite Niffle Resplendents. So, a good 10 out of 10 from me. What do you think about this Resplendent? You know, I was definitely surprised to see it with Serra. I wasn't really expecting it at all. Like, I mean, her art definitely needed the upgrade, but hey, we're finally getting healers as Resplendents. Maybe that means Healer Refines coming soon. I hope so. Healers and dancers need those refines. With all that said, go ahead and leave your comments below. Join my Discord, because we have a lot of fun there. And I got 2 live streams prepared for this week, so keep your eyes peeled for those. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching and subscribing. Keep fighting your battles, and I will see you next time. Toodaloo!